Kenyatta to the colonial secretary. Land alienation. Taxation of Africans. Lack of African representation of LEGCO. Lack of quality poor education for Africans. Release of Huri Thuku. Abolition of forced labor. Abolition of Kipan system. Any 5x1 equals 5 marks. B. Describe 5 roles played by Thomas Joseph Mboya in the development of trade union movement in Kenya. He was instrumental in the formation trade union movements. He served as a leader in trade union organization both locally and internationally. He organized protest demonstration against the arrest harassment of trade union members workers. He liaised with international trade union organization where he gained knowledge experience of running trade union. He solicited for funds to finance the activities of trade union movement in Kenya. He organized trade union courses seminars in various parts of the country to educate the workers' leaders. He agitated for better terms condition for workers. He attended courses on industrial relations abroad where he gained knowledge on labor relation. Any 5x2 equals 10 marks. State 5 ways in which the government of Kenya has improved the health of its citizens since independence. 5 marks. It has established the Ministry of Health. It has established hospitals, clinics, dispensaries. It has encouraged Ingos religious organizations individuals to provide health services. It has established medical training. It has recognized the use of herbal medicine. It has established national health insurance. It has established medical research institution. It has employed health workers. It has subsidized the cost of healthcare free medical services. It educates people on health matters. B. Explain 5 factors which have undermined the provision of health services by the government of Kenya. High population growth rate has limited government ability to finance health services. High poverty levels among the people has hampered access to medical services, the cost involved. Lack of enough medical personnel has compromised the quality of services provided. Lack of adequate funds to provide enough medical facilities has lowered the quality of services provided. Lack of adequate medical equipment. The continued pollution of the environment has led to increased ailments, thereby jeopardizing the government's efforts. Malnutrition. Poor diet has made it difficult for the government to maintain good health among the people. The increased number of terminal diseases has led to the diversion of resources from the core health services. Unforeseen high rate of accidents injuries has strained the scarce resources. Traditional cultural practices have frustrated the government's effort to provide health care. Corruption in the health sector has compromised delivery of services. Illegal abortions and early pregnancies endanger the life of mothers. Poor transport and communication in some areas hinder the provision of health services. Any 5x2 equals 10 marks. Section C, 30 marks. A. Give 3 circumstances in which one's right to life may be taken away. 3 marks. When sentenced to death by court of law. In self-defense, someone might kill another in the process defending one's property. When the life of law enforcing office is endangered when effecting lawful arrest. When the health life of mother pregnant woman is in danger. During the war. When preventing escape of lawfully detained person. When preventing person from committing a crime felony. When suppressing a riot rebellion. Maturity. Any 3x1 equals 3 marks. B. Explain 6 reasons why it is important to respect human rights. 12 marks. It promotes human dignity as rights of people are observed entrenched in the Constitution. It promotes unity among the people by encouraging harmonious coexistence. It promotes the rule of law by enhancing justice. Good governance in society gives citizen control in decision-making organs of the state. It promotes respect for other people's culture by appreciating cultural diversity. It promotes tolerance of accommodating other people's views. Is inherent to human. It promotes democracy as other people's opinion views are respected. It promotes international relations by observing conventions, treaties on human rights. It promotes development by creating an enabling conducive environment. It justifies special treatment of minorities, disadvantaged groups. It provides guidance to state organs regarding exercise of duties. Any 6x2 equals 12 marks. Give the composition of Judicial Service Commission in Kenya. 5 marks. The Chief Justice. 1 Supreme Court Judge. 1 Court of Appeal Judge. 1 High Court Judge and 1 Magistrate. The Attorney General. 2 advocates, 1 a woman and 1 a man. A nominee of Public Commission. 1 man and 1 woman to represent the public. Chief Registrar of the Judiciary. Any 5x1 equals 5 marks. B. Describe 5 ways through which independence of judiciary is guaranteed in Kenya. 10 marks. It established by the Constitution as arm of the national government. Its authority is guided, controlled by the Constitution when carrying out its mandate. It draws its expenses directly from the judge's consolidated fund in order to ensure independence. Judges of superior courts have security of tenure of office, can only be dismissed in accordance with the Constitution. Members of judiciary are not held accountable to their actions decision if they are taken in the best interest of dispensing justice. The judge's magistrates swear the oath of allegiance to the Constitution. Remuneration benefits given to judges cannot be varied in such a way as to disadvantage them. The appointment of magistrates is done by Judicial Service Commission in order to guarantee its independence. Any 5x2 equals 10 marks. Name the 3 categories of Kenya Defense Forces. 3 marks. The Kenya Army. The Kenya Air Force. The Kenya Navy. Any 3x1 equals 3 marks. B. Explain 6 challenges faced by the Kenya Police Service in the course of discharging their duties. 12 marks. Lack of support, negative attitude from members of public who refuse withhold useful information. Corruption among some officers renders them ineffective in discharging their duties. Inadequate transport facilities hamper their movement, thereby making it difficult for them to respond to emergencies. Sophisticated weapon used by criminals threatens and endangers police offices. Inadequate modern communication equipment makes it difficult for them to relay past confidential information. Interference by politicians, members of public demoralizes, frustrates their efforts. Betrayal by some officers who collude with the criminal to break the law, subvert justice. Inadequate training of the officers renders them incompetent in discharging their duties. Increased acts of terrorism, crime. Poor working and living condition, e.g. poor housing, low salaries. Any 6x2 equals 12 marks.